हो गया स्टार्ट.
ठीक है. How do I start? So hi Ram, can you give us a small intro about yourself and what are the products which are working for you to the audience?
Hi, I'm Ramsri. I have two micro SaaS apps, Question.ai and Supermeme.ai. Question is an AI quiz generator and Supermeme is an AI meme generator. Both of them, it's been almost 4 years since launch, and each of them had made over 130k USD, 150k USD, somewhere there through these 4 years. One of them is completely solo and the other is with two other co-founders. And coming to users, the total registered users, Supermeme has crossed 2 million registered users and Question is about 150k users, and currently combinedly they make about $7,000 to $8,000 MRR.
So one question here, now that product building is so easy and distribution is the main bottleneck people face, so as you said, you have a lot of registered users, right? So how did you get those first let's say 5 to 10 users, and what is your main distribution channel right now? Two questions.
Right.
You can pick any of the products you want to answer this
Yeah.
question.
So I mostly look at all of my launches this way, which is first I build something and announce it on my socials, so LinkedIn or Twitter, etc. I believe any founder at this time should build their personal brand, because the way I look at it is, even if you have a failed product, your persistence gets carried over. So even if you launch something new, you have audience who have been watching your persistence all these years and how you have been taking feedback and iterating, so they will get carried over even if the product failed because of lack of product market fit, etc. So in this age and time, I advise every founder to build a very strong personal brand, and I believe LinkedIn and X are the best platforms. X is very good at identifying trends very early on, and LinkedIn can be used more for like B2B growth as well as expansion into more formal reach and growth if you want to do. That's how I look at it. And for my products, I've followed several different strategies. One is, like I mentioned, social media led founder marketing. Like I myself post, I'm building things, and in that comes in the build in public idea, which is philosophically I believe you should not safeguard anything which is even the marketing strategy or the idea or anything. You should just go ahead and talk about it as much as you want, openly, even research or build on the kind of models that you use, etc. even. And in one way it channels and builds brand for you and the product. That is a much better place to be in than you have just 10 or 15 users and you're worried about competitors all the time stealing your idea, and 2 years later you are in a completely different landscape with AI, with product, with marketing, everything, that your idea and you safeguarding it is not relevant at all.
Sorry to cut you off. You mentioned in a previous conversation about how you used SEO as a very big boost to your products. Can you give an example of how you used it, and like 2 to 3 simple tips of if I'm making like a product in AI or in any other field, how could I use SEO to give a big boost to my distribution?
Yeah. So one primary thing that I think about, when I think about SEO is, there's always one traditional way of doing things. Then there is the AI generated way or the MCP way or the agentic AI way, things like that. So you need to latch on to these growing trends and use them as keywords to publish articles, content, and there's always the regular stuff of having your landing page SEO optimized for speed, keywords, target audience, ICP, all of those. You have to do all of those, but the primary driver that I also mentioned is to latch on to growing trends and also be in those ecosystems, write articles for those ecosystems. So having active blogs. Second is having multiple landing pages. So if someone searches for example, let me take a use case.
Yeah, if you can give me like a specific example of how you would launch, like let's say you build a product on gym tracking as someone demoed here. How would you SEO that?
So one thing is, let's take gym tracking. Everyone says, okay, track your items for gyms, something like that. And let's say there's a landing page for that and you have everything about that. Now you have several other target audience. For example, let's say post-maternity gym. Okay, getting back. Now, when someone searches for post-maternity gym, they should land on your page, for example, gym tracking /maternity. And that page shouldn't just be an informative article that looks like an extension. It should appeal and look as if that is the home page. You should put in so much effort that they think post-maternity gym, the whole company is about that and that is the home page. It should be that detailed. That's what I mean by alternative landing pages. That means every new page should look like a landing page for the target audience, for the ICP, and it should be very detailed and thorough. And even when they sign up, the user experience and everything, you should be able to drive them to the app page, also customized in that way. So for them, it looks as if the website is for post-maternity gym, and even when they sign up and go through, the flow should look almost like that. Either you track from what page they are coming from or get their stats, 2 or 3 stats to begin with, age and their post-maternity months, things like that, etc. I'm just giving one example, but you can think about gym for retired senior citizens, and that should appear as the landing page on its own, and the articles and all those things, etc. So you can create these silos within your app, within your web page, and tailored experiences that are carried over now more with AI as well. I would even say you can do some generative UI experiences that are dynamically generated for that user, for the questions that are asked and things like that. You can even dynamically generate UI specific to things.
Thanks, Ram, for the wonderful answers. We'll see you hopefully in the next session also.
Absolutely. My pleasure.